John, you got the first question.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Here's a question.
Yes.
What is your brand?
What's my brand, or what is my?
So the VP marketing position to me means there's a lot of branding. Our branding is your responsibility. So what exactly is your brand?
My brand as a person, right? Okay. My brand is to create a professional image in which I'm able to really showcase my skills and serve the student population.
So how do you hope to administer this into BAS and BAS's branding for next year?
Well, I see BAS's branding as a professional and unified active community where they're serving the student body by enriching, by self-enrichment opportunities. So that includes anything that can help with their career plan or anything like that. So definitely to send that message out to people is something very important, and that could be used through, for example, BAS midterm relief. Many people just pass out the cookies; they don't know what BAS is. So that's something that I'll be trying to do if elected to VP Marketing Communications. Does that answer your question?
Next, we have Brock.
So one of the major weaknesses in the VP marketing communication portfolio this year was a lack of talent and skills. There were people that were dedicated but didn't actually have the skills to do design or websites, things like that. Okay. So how do you plan to recruit the required talent in your portfolio?
Okay, so I have already talked to several IS students, and they have showed interest in being part of BAS. I've also have worked with a lot of IS students through BAM, and they have plenty of friends who are very interested in being part of the marketing committee and the design committee for BAS, because they would love to show what they have in their portfolio, especially with the amount of exposure that we can give them.
If anyone has any questions, just put your hands up and I'll get you on the thing. Harry, you're next.
So I think you already partially answered this with John's question, but a lot of students, when it comes to student societies, whether it's BAS or GSS or whatever, they just don't know about it. There's like well over 2,000 students in business. How are you going to go out there and get students to know about BAS just to begin with? Because most business students haven't heard of it.
Exactly. So a lot of business students actually think we're a club, which is not the case. We're a student society. For one, I mentioned before, I'm going to be any small kind of events, any promotions that we're doing, any sale of tickets. We're not only going to sell the event, but we're going to explain to them what BAS is, and that is in the responsibility of the promotions team. This is where I plan to split the marketing team into the promotions and also the design team, so then they can focus on their respective areas.
Next, we have Johnny.
So every year this topic always comes up, and that's renaming or rebranding BAS, the name of the student society, or changing the logo. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think that's a good idea because, first of all, a lot of people has maintained and established a connection to it already, and more so, I know that we've been, I guess our name has been out there in all Canadian schools already. They kind of understand what BAS is, and I know that you guys represent it yourself in roundtable and whatnot. And I think that for us, following this, we'll build on this brand, and it's a lot easier for people to recognize something that is already there rather than work on something that's completely different.
Similar to Johnny's question, not necessarily rebranding, but BAS, it's like a fish. What if we change it to base?
There's a fish in the door too.
I'm sorry, that was a joke. That was okay. I actually have a legit question that was similar to the question for Mr. Tiara. What else are you doing this year with your spare time, and how will you be able to dedicate enough time to your position if you are elected?
Okay, so currently I'm involved with Business Leisure and Health as president and Business Administration Merchandise as chair. Now, the turnover dates are exactly the same as when I'll be taking up a position in BAS, if elected, which is the end of April. And so I will be available at that sense. Also, I'm just working part-time and taking 3 courses, which I plan to do as well, continuing 3 courses per semester. So I believe that that's where my time will be allocated. After the turnover date, it will be VP Marketing Communications.
Next, we have Jensen.
Okay, so pretend I'm a first year.
Okay.
Can you give me an elevator pitch of BAS, what BAS is in 45 seconds?
In 45 seconds.
Yeah, I'll try and go. Well, I'll keep time. I'll keep time.
Okay, so BAS, sorry?
Just go.
Okay. So BAS is a professional and unified community in which we can provide you services in which you can enhance your career and student development here at SFU. I understand that taking courses can be quite bland and you don't exactly know where to apply it. This is where BAS will come in. We will be trying to give you opportunities in order for you to take what you've learned and apply it critically in opportunities.
20 seconds.
Does anyone have any more questions?